Hello and welcome to episode 21 of Comic Books with Stevey D. And today, it's all about the villains. In classic literature, we run across Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Dracula, Orwell's Big Brother, Hannibal Lecter. From Sherlock Holmes, we have Professor Moriarty, the shark from Jaws, Baron Vladimir from Frank Herbert's Dune. And now I'm going to show you some villains that caught my interest and imagination. And it was hard to choose because I know I'm going to leave out a whole bunch of villains because I got 2,000 comic books behind me. And there's probably at least 1,200 villains doing multiple storylines, of course. Let's start with Thanos. First appeared in Iron Man 55 in 1973. And this is Infinity Gauntlet, which everybody's familiar with from the Avengers movie. And here is Thanos' baby picture. Just a little joke. Alright, moving right along, we have Galactus. And Galactus first appeared in Fantastic Four number 48 in 1966. And he's been causing trouble ever since. And a good little series that I bought and I enjoyed very much was Last Planet Standing. I think it was 4 or 6 issues, something like that. Really good read. Next we have the Beyonder. And he first appeared in Secret Wars number 1 in 1984. And it took everybody in the Marvel Universe to bring this guy down. Just like Thanos and Galactus, all the big ones. He's one of the big powerful ones. I only have a few DC comics to show you. This is Catwoman. First appeared in Batman number 1 from 1940. Now she's been along with Batman for all them years. Here's another version in Elseworlds Catwoman. It's a hairy Catwoman. For all you X-Men fans out there, here's another big baddie. Magneto. Magneto first appeared in X-Men number 1 from 1963. That's one of those giant books you can get if you have a lot of money to spend. And here's one of my favorite villains. He is the Mandarin. First appeared in Tales of Suspense in 1964. Arch enemy of my hero Iron Man. And they have done many battles. This foe of Iron Man, the Living Laser, he came the closest to ending Iron Man than any other villain of any of the stories I've read. Even though Iron Man died, Thor brought him back to life and all kinds of stuff with a lightning bolt. But this guy is the one that he came closest to death with. He first appeared in Avengers number 34 in 1966. Another Iron Man foe, Titanium Man, first appeared in Tales of Suspense number 68 from 1965. Now, after going through these villains, a whole lot of them came from Tales of Suspense comic line. This is a mini-series in Iron Man and Whiplash. And you've seen him in one of the Iron Man movies, and he did a whole lot of damage to Iron Man. He first appeared in Tales of Suspense again, number 97 from 1967. It took me a long time to pick out all these villains. All you Fantastic Four fans out there, we have Doctor Doom. First appeared in Fantastic Four number 5 from 1962. He's one of the smartest guys in the Marvel Universe. Him and Reed Richards and Tony Stark and Dr. Henry Pym and the Beast, and there's a few other smarties in there too. Him and Iron Man had to team up because they got trapped in time in the court of King Arthur, and they had to work together to get back to the 20th century. That was an interesting storyline. Captain America's archenemy and lifelong foe, the Red Skull. And the Red Skull first appeared in Timely Comics, Captain America number 1 from 1941. And he always gets the upper hand on Captain America, but in the end, Cap prevails. Here's an interesting creation. MODOK first appeared in Tales of Suspense number 93 from 1967 or 62. Can't read my writing. It's one of the two. But he's part computer, part man, part machine, transhuman all the way. Here is one of Iron Man's evil villains. And probably a lot of people don't know him by name. His name is Obadiah Stane, better known as the Ironmonger. First appeared in Iron Man 163 in 1982. He just wanted to crush Iron Man. He took his business away. He turned him into a homeless guy. All kinds of stuff. Here's a villain, not just one villain. How'd you like a whole planet? Intergalactic planet species, the Skrulls. And the Skrulls first appeared in Fantastic Four in 1961. Here is another big baddie that took everybody to beat. Onslaught first appeared in the X-Men number 53 in 1995, and everybody had to work to get this guy. One of my few DC books, which I'm going to try to collect a little more DC since I've been a lifelong Marvel fan. That's the Joker and Batman. And he first appeared in the same issue, I believe, as the Catwoman, Batman number 1 from 1940. So he's been dueling with Batman for years and years. From my favorite television show, it used to be. I wish they'd make more episodes of it. The Governor, a very villainous psychopath. And the Governor first appeared in Walking Dead number 27 from 2006. And he's a bad guy. Here's a fun one. When all the good guys turn into bad guys. Alright? This is Marvel Zombies. First appeared in 2005, and for this book, you get 2 for the price of 1. You get the Marvel Apes. First appeared in Marvel Apes, 2008. Now, what's interesting, I got a few interior pages, not many. There, you can see what Wolverine and Iron Man look like. But here's the big money shot right here. You got the Marvel Apes fighting the Marvel zombies, or the Marvel zombies, or vice versa. So it's kind of weird. If you watch the What If series on the Disney Channel, the What If zombie one is excellent. I highly recommend it. Okay. Oh, who is this? Oh, this is, that's what I wanted to show you. Onslaught. There's a picture of Onslaught. Couldn't find him on the cover, but I'll get up close. He's a big baddie. This is Ultimo. First appeared in Tales of Suspense. Again with the Tales of Suspense. Number 76 in 1966. So he's always messing with Iron Man. Their major battles take several issues for the story arc to conclude. And there's a different view. He's giant. He's like King Kong compared to Iron Man. But it's not the only humongous villain that Iron Man has to fight. This is Bing Bang Boom. First appeared in Strange Tales number 9 in 1961. And he teams up against Iron Man with his major foe, the Mandarin, in this issue. What issue is this? This is Iron Man 274. It's a story arc that's pretty good too. So you got two of his major villains messing with him. And there's another picture of him, another artist rendition of him in browns. And this is a bad boy I don't like at all. Nitro. He is responsible for starting the Civil War because he exploded an elementary school and killed a whole bunch of kids and got the world's attention, like 9/11 and Pearl Harbor and stuff like that, and ultimately ended in the death of Captain America. I haven't left the Spider-Man fans out, but I'm not a Spider-Man collector, so I had to find Venom in my Iron Man, and Venom likes to mix it up with everybody. But it's a mistake to mix it up with Iron Man. Okay. And there's a Onslaught Reborn. And there's a picture of his face down there, if I can get the lighting right. There you go. And last but not least on my list of villains is the Wrecker. Walks around with a crowbar. And for as simple of a villain he is, he sure has done some heavy damage on Iron Man. And he also was the leader of the Wrecking Crew, a whole bunch of similar type villains. Now, I just have to mention some DC for all the DC fans out there. Honorable mentions go to Lex Luthor, the Riddler, Penguin, Poison Ivy, Bane, Doomsday. They're just a few of the DC people, but I haven't collected them. I know them from television shows and movies, and I enjoyed them. And there's a bonus book. It's not a villain, but it's a cool book. This is the first computer-generated graphic novel. It's a huge book in comparison. And let me open it up and show you what the artwork is. Tell you what year it's from. I forgot I had this until I was looking for all the villains. 1988. And you can see how the computer generated pictures. So instead of drawing them, the computer does it. I like it better when a human being draws them, but this is kind of a historic issue because it was a graphic novel presented in the computer-generated comic book style. So this concludes my longest episode of Comics with Stevey D, number 21, The Villains. And I could go on because, like I said, there's a couple thousand comic books behind me that are loaded down with villains. So if I missed your favorite villain, leave me a little note in your comment. Please give me a like, and if you go to YouTube and see this, subscribe and tell your friends that like comic books about me, because I'm enjoying making these, but I would like to get my viewership up a little bit. Thank you very much for your time.